Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is October the 24th, 2019, and I decided that I'm going to attempt to transplant one of my eucalyptus seedlings that I started in the greenhouse and started from seed. Now this will be its second transplanting here. I took it out of its flat, and I'm going to be transplanting it now to a larger container here. Now, I was a little hesitant about transplanting it this time of the year because of the day lengths getting shorter, but I decided to go ahead and give it a try for transplanting. And the reason why I was hesitant is the day lengths are getting shorter, and sometimes different plants and trees go into like a semi-dormant stage, but I'm hoping that because I'm going to be using my artificial lights that I can get away with transplanting it. So I'm going to see here if I can. And I don't want to pick a container too large to put this in. So it's in about a 4-inch container right now. And I'm just going to step it up here to a larger container. If you go too large on your containers, the roots can get root rot. So you don't want to go too large. And I'm gardening in Pennsylvania in Zone 5B. So I do have a shorter growing season. So I am growing them in black containers. Now I don't recommend putting them in clay containers because every single one that I've ever put in a clay container I lost. So I'm not sure what exactly the deal is with that. But I think they just dry out too much, or it just doesn't like the clay container. So you can see the root system of the plant here. Nice root system on it. And I'm just going to gently take some of these roots here, and I'm just putting them down. Now I have lotion on my hands, so that's why I'm wearing gloves, because I don't want to get the lotion on everything else. I'm just kind of trying to untangle some of these roots here a little bit. No signs of root rot, which is good. Just kind of lift these up here some. There we go. So I already have my container here. I have it filled with my potting mix. I'm just sticking this in here. And I'm pushing the roots gently down because I want the roots to grow down. And the reason why we loosen the roots is so they don't keep growing in that same continuous square that they were previously growing in. And I always leave a barrier between the top of the root ball of my plant and the top of the container. And the reason why I do that is so you have a little water reservoir, so that when you water your stuff, it's not running out all over the place. So I'm just going to take some of my soil here and fill in around the plant. You can rough some of the roots up at the top. And this will be being overwintered in a heated greenhouse. And this is the first year that I have the greenhouse. Now the seeds germinated very well in the greenhouse. I was really surprised. Take this out of here. And I'm going to tamp this down here a little bit. And this is going to help everything to settle. Now, I'm not going to put any soil over the pre-existing root ball there because I don't want to cause any issues with that. And you could have put this, the plant up a little bit further if you chose to, but this just gives me a nice water reservoir so that when I water it, my water's not spilling out all over the place. And that'll help get out any air pockets there. Okay, so now I just have to put a tag in it, which I have my tag right here. And I have a link down in the description for these tags. I just got these tags this year, and I really like them. Can bend them like this, and they're not snapping or breaking. My other tags would have you wouldn't even have gotten that far. It would have snapped right in half. So I'm going to put on here when this was transplanted, which this one here was actually transplanted July 11th, was its first transplanting when I took it out of its flat. So I'm just going to put down second transplanting. Today's the 24th. Oops. So that's going to let me know then when I transplanted this here container, the eucalyptus. I'm going to stick this back in. Go ahead and give it a nice drink of water, which I will show you here how to do that. And then I'm going to see how it continues to grow. Okay, so I moved my eucalyptus plant here, and I put it back over in about the same area for where it was growing. And I'm going to give it some water here. Now you'll want to water this until water runs out the bottom of the container. And this here is probably going to need a stake in with it. There. To help keep it up and growing. Now as you water this, your soil is going to sink. So go ahead and go back in then and fill it in with some more soil. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of soil right here, and I'm just going to kind of put it over this because the roots were out, and I want to make sure that this has a nice good contact with the soil there. There we go. And what happens is it can have the soil there, and sometimes when you water or when you transplant them, some of the soil just comes off or falls off. So I want to get that back in there and get it established. So here's my eucalyptus tree, and we're going to see how it grows over the winter time, being that it was just transplanted now. Now over here is another one of my eucalyptus trees, and this one was transplanted I think, let's see it. And this is another one of my eucalyptus trees here. Now this one here was transplanted May 18th, and it's been growing in the greenhouse, and I started this one indoors under lights. And I did do a eucalyptus playlist, which you can check out on my channel. And this one here probably does need to be transplanted, but I'm holding off on it because I want to see how this one here does transplanting it now to make sure that it doesn't go into like a shock, or that I don't lose it. Okay, so what I did here, I decided to stake this, and I went with a homemade like type stake. I didn't go with the normal plant stakes because for one, they're really tall, and I was afraid if this got moved and it got knocked over that it would punch a hole in the greenhouse plastic, and I don't want to do that. So I just kind of made something else into a plant stake here, and then I took this Velcro here, and this is like a plant tie type thing. And what I did here is this is your side that your Velcro here sticks on, and you just stick it on like that. You measure off what you need and you can stick it on like that, like I did right here. Now this is holding so well, I'm not going to take this back off because I really like how it has this nice and sturdy here, and it shouldn't take it too long to root in really good for me. And this will help grow a nice sturdy tree for me by just having this Velcro here. And being that this is soft, it's not going to damage the stem, which is I don't want it to damage the stem. Sometimes some of these different like twisty ties and things, you gotta watch, because they'll cut into the stem, and then you're gonna have a problem with it. So I just like this right here for this particular project. I mean, it's really fuzzy and soft, so it's not going to damage my stem at all. And if I have to, or if I see that it would be pulling in a certain way, I could loosen this or move it if I had to. So as this continues to grow, I'll come back with more videos, and I'll show it to you. Let's see here. And it has a wonderful fragrance to it. I really like the eucalyptus smell. And this one here is a silver drop eucalyptus. I am looking at the silver dollar one, and I did get the lemon scented gum tree, which is also known as a eucalyptus, to grow that one as well. But you know, it's just, I love the fragrance of it, and you can dry the leaves and different things. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. It'll tell you when I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!